Hey, all you cool cats and down dogs. I'm having a tough time, and I'm having a tough time meditating. But I found something that works for me. Let me show you. So I just finished this bad boy last night, and I'm about to start on this one. So you may already know that meditation provides us with a ton of benefits that are really important for our mental health, but puzzles also provide a ton of benefits. And I won't bore you with the details right now. I could post some links to some articles with some cool research about that. And one thing I have noticed though is that my body is killing me from being hunched over top of the puzzle. So what I would like to do is have a little yoga stretch session to open up the front body, because I have been hunching over top of this puzzle for hours at a time. Not that many hours, but enough hours. So won't you join me? I'm feeling it in my lower back and obviously in my shoulders and neck as well. So let's start out lying down on our mat. So we're just gonna need a mat or a comfy space, nothing fancy. So just get some room around you, have some quiet time, and let's start laying down. Gonna get ourselves in a comfortable lying down position. So if you have lower back issues, you might keep your knees bent, or you might prop the knees up with a pillow. Otherwise, you can just stretch those legs out, let the toes fall away from each other, take shoulders down the back, and then just give yourself a wiggle or two and allow yourself to just really settle in. Close your eyes, take the biggest, deepest breath you can, holding it at the top, and then a big sigh to let it go. And again, nice big deep breath in, all the way in, belly rising as you inhale, expanding the upper body, and then big sigh to let it go. Now turning your attention inwards, take a few long, slow, deep breaths for yourself. Noticing how the body feels against the mat. Maybe taking a little scan from the bottoms of the feet all the way through to the top of the head. Just noticing, is there anywhere that you can relax and release a little bit deeper? Let it go. So you should find that nice, long, slow, deep breath all the way into the bottom of the lungs. Even as you inhale, the belly rises, and as you exhale, the belly falls back down. You might even find a 3-part yogic breath. So the belly will rise as you inhale, then the mid-chest expands, and then the upper chest expands. And then as you exhale, upper chest relaxes, mid-chest relaxes, and then belly falls back down. So we're inhaling from the bottom all the way to the top, and then we're exhaling, releasing from the top all the way to the bottom. So just really finding your rhythm, that nice long, slow, deep breath. Throughout the yoga practice, we want to really work with a nice long breath. So too often during our day, and especially when we're hunched forward, we do really shallow breathing. So this gives us the opportunity to just open that back up again, get a little movement going in the rib cage, expansion of the upper body on the inhalation, release on the exhalation. Get the diaphragm moving, even the internal organs. It's like a massage when you have that full deep breath. And then turning your attention to your fingers and toes, let's wiggle those fingers and toes and just really notice how they feel. So we're bringing awareness to the body. So we really notice fingers and toes here as we do this. Being in the present moment, like a meditation in motion. And then start to rotate the wrists and the ankles and just give them some nice circles. And then we're gonna reach the arms up overhead and give yourself a nice big deep stretch. And as you do that, maybe even interlace the fingers and push the palms up and away. And then legs closer together, let's point and flex the feet a couple times. Get a nice big deep breath going here as well. So it's like a morning stretch. Feels so good to get that whole body stretched out. Now we're going to take the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice little rock from side to side. So you might feel it here, that lower back. Might get a nice little massage here. Maybe across the sacrum. And then we'll massage it a little bit deeper. So we're going to take the hands and just let them relax down. And then we're going to make some circles with the knees. So we're going to keep them together and we're going to make some circles and we'll find a nice little massage along the sacrum area there. So lower or upper sit muscles, lower back, alongside the hips. Go nice and gently. Notice if you find any sweet spots. And then switching directions, take those circles in the opposite direction. Keep your breath going. Notice if you're being mindful, paying attention to the body. Good, and then bring those knees back into center. Now one hand on each knee, we're going to circle the knees away from each other and back towards each other. So just again, nice and slow and gentle. And here, noticing sensation. So as we move, the stretch changes. We want the stretch to feel nice, never to pain. So being mindful, you're the judge. You know what's going on in your body and how it feels. So be slow, be gentle. And then take those circles in the opposite direction. Again, tuning to the breath. Even if you can keep your eyes closed, even better. And then let's take those knees nice and wide and we're going to bring them up to the armpits and down in line with the hips a few times and just find a little bit of opening there. And then bring them back into center. Give them a nice little hug. Again, nice little hug to the chest. And as you do that, pull the tailbone down towards the mat. Good. And then we're going to take the feet flat and feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. So windshield wiping from side to side. So just dropping the knees down one side and then over to the other. And it doesn't matter how far you go. It matters what it feels like. So paying attention to how it feels. Let's stretch the legs down the mat again. Reach the arms up overhead and then a little side stretch here. So walk the feet off to the left, walk the hands off to the left. So we're getting a stretch for the right side. You might hold on to the right wrist, get long, big breath there. Oh, it feels so good to get into that side body. Lots of times we stretch front and back, but we forget about the side body. Good, and then we're gonna move it over to the other side. So walk the hands off to the right, feet off to the right, lengthen through the left side, find that deep breath. So when you expand the breath, you're expanding the belly and maybe getting even deeper into that side body. Good, coming back through. Good, let's just leave the arms up overhead and take the feet flat again. Good, so here we're going to take some little bridge poses. So feet are hip width apart, knees are hip width apart, and then we're going to tuck the tailbone. So tucking the tailbone and pushing the lower back into the mat. Now really slowly and gently with control, we're going to start to lift the tailbone, lift the lower spine, rolling all the way up and to wherever it feels comfortable, up towards those shoulders. Nice little pressure there. And then we're going to exhale as we roll ourselves back down. So one vertebra at a time, rolling yourself down, lower back pushes down, and then we're gonna untuck tailbone, so lower back lifts slightly. Good, and then we're gonna tuck the tailbone again, lifting ourselves up one vertebra at a time as we inhale. And then as we exhale, lowering back down. Maybe close your eyes and find yourself flowing with this. So untucking tail at the end. Good, and then just moving with your breath. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to lower whenever you're ready at your own pace. The slower we move, the better. The more mindful, the more awareness we're bringing. And sometimes it's, a challenge to slow things down. We're so used to go, 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 and accomplish this and that. But it's so important to start to train ourselves that it's okay. We need some self-care. We need some downtime. Some of us may be getting a little bit too much downtime right now. Good. One more. Inhaling to lift. And then exhaling to lower. Beautiful. Good. Let's bring those knees back into the chest. Again, give them a little gentle rock from side to side. So starting a little more hips here. Good. Let's take the feet flat. We're going to cross the right ankle over top of the left knee. So you're going to push the right hand into the right thigh, and that might feel like a nice stretch right there. If it feels great, leave it there. If it doesn't feel enough and you want more, then you're going to take your hands around the left thigh, and you're going to gently pull the left thigh in towards you as you send the right thigh away from you. And you can just let that left foot relax. Actually, let's rotate the left foot. Give it some circles. So we're focusing here. Right knee is pushing away from you. Left knee towards you. Some circles for that left foot. Scrunch and spread those toes a couple times. It's good to get into those feet as well. Beautiful. And then we're going to put that left foot down. We're going to send the right leg straight up to the ceiling. So you're going to hold on to the back of the right thigh. And this knee doesn't have to go all the way straight, just whatever feels best. Now think about here, if you need more, send left leg down the mat, flex left foot. We're going to give that right foot a little whirl around. Nice circles for that. And then point and flex it a couple times. Notice how that feels. And then flex the foot towards your face as you push the heel away. Good, you can keep it right here, this nice little stretcher. If you want to go a little deeper, activate into the core. We're going to walk the hands up the leg, shoulders away from the ears, send the chest towards the thighs. So we're going to keep a nice long back of the neck. You can look up, you can keep your eyes closed. Don't forget to breathe. Those deep breaths. Good, send the chest a little further towards that thigh. Beautiful, and then gently let it come down. Right knee is going to come into the chest. Give it a nice little hug. And then we're going to take that right knee out nice and wide towards the right armpit. Let's take left arm above the head and just give it a nice stretch into the left side body as you send the right knee out to the side. Good. Right knee is going to come through center. You're going to hold on with the left hand, right arm out like a wing. We're going to take a little twist. So here you might just draw this right knee across a couple inches. That might feel good. You might want to go all the way into a twist. See what the body says today. You're going to take it all the way over. You're going to stack the right hip on top of the left. And then upper spine is twisting to the right. Lower spine is twisting to the left. Good. Close your eyes and take a few big deep breaths. And notice if there's anywhere that you can just let go, especially on that exhalation. You know, you just allow yourself to release and let go with each exhale. Come back through center. Give that knee a nice little hug again. Give the foot a little whirl. And let's take the feet flat. And we're going to take it to the other side. So give yourself a couple windshield wipes here. Just notice how, each side is feeling. You might feel a little different from one to the other. And then we're going to come back through center. Feet again, about hip width apart. We're going to cross left foot over top of the right thigh. So again, start with the left hand into the left thigh. Your right and left might feel completely different. So this might be good here. If you want to go further, hold onto the right thigh, gently pull it in. Shoulders away from the ears, long back of the neck. Let the right leg relax. Think about pushing the left knee away from you as you pull the right knee towards you. You can start to rotate that right foot. Get into the ankles, scrunch and spread the toes. Just give it some movement. Maybe work out some creaks and cracks there. Good, we're going to take that right foot down. We're going to send the left leg up. We're going to hold on to the back of the left thigh. So same thing here. Notice, does this feel good enough? If we want to go farther, the right leg comes down. Flex that right foot. Now you're going to give some rotations for the left foot. Point and flex especially. Notice how that feels on the leg there. And then really flexing it towards your face. You're going to push the heel away from you. You get a nice stretch for the back of that leg. You can keep it right here if you want to activate in the core. Climbing the hands up the leg, chest towards the thighs, shoulders away from the ears, long back of the neck. Find your breath still. Flexing both feet here, maybe even spreading your toes. Send the chest even further towards that thigh. Good, and then releasing it down. Let's bring that left knee into the chest. And we're going to take left knee out to the left armpit, right arm reaching towards the back of the room. So flex that right foot still. Get long into the right side body. Good, deep breath. Draw that left knee through center, holding onto it with the right hand now. Left arm comes out like a wing. So you can gently draw that knee across a couple inches. That's cool. That might feel really good. Maybe you want to go farther into a twist. You're going to stack the hips as you take that knee down to the right side. Left arm out like a wing. You can look up or over the left shoulder. Close your eyes and take the biggest, deepest breaths you've got. Beautiful. Coming back through center. Give that knee a nice little hug. Take the other one in for a hug. Give yourself a little gentle rock from side to side. And we're going to bring it up to seated and over onto the hands and knees. So if you want to roll onto your side, you can do that. Be gentle with yourself. If you want to rock and roll a couple times, you can keep your chin tucked in. Roll up and down the spine. Giving yourself a little massage. Beautiful. And then bringing it all the way up. And let's take it over to the hands and knees. Good. Couple cat-cows while we're here. So lifting tailbone, sinking belly, shoulders down and back. Pull the chest through, looking up. Inhale. And as you exhale, move it into cat. Tucking tail, part shoulders, relax the head and neck. 2 more. Inhaling to cow. And exhaling to cat. Beautiful. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Good. Coming back through center, let's take it over to our down dog. We're going to roll the toes under. We're going to reach those hips up and back as high as they can go. So make sure that the fingers are spread wide and the palms are pushed flat. Give yourself a little bit of movement here. Bend one knee at a time. Push the opposite heel down. Make it feel good for yourself. Maybe inhaling to tippy toes and exhaling as you sink a few times. Good, and then find your breath. Really nice deep breaths. Good, let's reach that right leg up nice and high. We're going to step the right foot up in between our hands. Help it along. If it stops halfway, that's okay. We're going to sink that left knee down or keep it lifted. Your choice. Left hand is going to stay planted. Right arm is going to reach up. Good. And then take that right hand to the inside of the right foot. Bringing left knee down. Let's shuffle that right foot out a little bit wider. And we're just going to give it a little windshield wipe nice and gently side to side. So we can come onto the outside edge of that right foot and back to bringing it flat. Good. Roll that left toe back under and lift that back knee. Let's take the right hand to the outside of the right foot. Step the right foot back, down dog. Good. Left leg is going to lift up nice and high. Activate that left sit muscle. And then let's step the left foot through. You can drop the back knee or keep it lifted. Your choice. Right hand stays planted. Left arm reaches up. Nice big deep breath. Good. Take the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Let's drop the back knee down. Shuffle that left foot out a little bit wider. And then roll onto the outside edge nice and gently. Only if it feels okay.
Let's pick up that back knee. So roll the back toe under, pick up the back knee. We're gonna walk the hands to the long side of our mat. So we're gonna get into a little forward fold here. Pigeon toe slightly, just slightly the feet. We're gonna lengthen through the spine, and then we're gonna exhale, allow ourselves to come forward.
Nice big deep breath.
Good, let's bring ourselves about halfway up. Now if it feels okay, we're gonna interlace the fingers behind us. We're gonna send the shoulder blades towards each other, away from the ears. As you're ready, then gently bringing yourself into a forward fold again. And this time, if it feels okay, peel the arms up and away. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. Good. Let's release those hands down. We're going to walk the hands towards the left foot. We're going to point the left toes towards the top corner. So not all the way to the front, but just towards the top corner. Bend the knee, bring it towards the little toes, and get long into this right leg. You can walk the hands all the way over there, even push that shoulder in towards that left knee. Good, and then bring it back through center. Close the left foot, send the right toes towards that top corner. Bend the knee towards little toes, walk those hands over. Nice big deep breaths. Beautiful. Coming back through center, closing that foot. We're going to toe heel the feet together and just take it into a forward fold here. Feet can be about hip width apart. Bend those knees nice and deep. Let the head and neck relax. Grab onto the elbows and give yourself just a gentle sway from side to side. Beautiful. We're going to bend into those knees, coming down towards their heels, little toe stand. And then we're going to turn it back around. And we're going to come back into our tabletop. So from table, we are going to thread the needle. So let's start out. First of all, if this doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can take the arm across the body, shoulder down, and just stretch it out that way. Otherwise, we're going to lift the right arm up nice and high, open across the chest, looking up towards that right hand. Find your breath here, shoulders away from the ears. And then we're going to thread this right arm underneath the left. So to show you from the other side, right arm is going to come underneath the left. We're going to take the right side of the face down. Now the hand can go in front of your face, the left hand, and just gently push in for a little bit of a twist. You might bring that left hand above the head and send the elbow towards the ceiling. Or you might even wrap this left arm around towards the lower back. The right arm is pushing down into the mat, so the back of the hand is pushing down. Close your eyes, find your breath here. Good, left hand comes back down, pushing into the left hand. Let's lift ourselves up. Take a quick little cat-cow here. Good, and then we'll do the same thing to the other side. So left arm is going to reach all the way up. Again, open across the chest. Have patience here. We're not threading it right away. We're opening, taking a breath. Good, and then thread left arm underneath the right. Good, again, that right hand can come in front of your face. It can come above the head, or you can wrap it towards the lower back. Pushing left hand down into the mat, close your eyes, couple deep breaths. Good, right arm comes back down in front of the face, pushing into it gently to bring yourself back up. And again, a couple cat cows here. Inhaling to your cow, exhaling to your cat. And let's sit ourselves back onto our heels. And actually maybe just coming right down into seated. We're gonna take the shoulders again, or take the hands again, interlace them behind the back, bring the shoulders down and back, and let's think about really opening up across the chest, maybe even looking up. Take a couple deep breaths here. Beautiful. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up and across. Good. Right hand down, left arm reaches up and across. Beautiful. Bring it back through center, shoulders up and back. Let's bring the right ear towards right shoulder, lengthen through the left side of your neck. Beautiful. Left ear to left shoulder, lengthening through the right side of your neck. Nice big deep breaths. Beautiful. Coming back through center, taking your time, having a little relaxation, a meditation, a shavasana, whatever works for you tonight. And I thank you so much for joining me, and have yourselves a good night, and namaste.